All right, here we go. Welcome, everybody. It's so great to be with you this morning, and it's wonderful to be with you, Mark. Thank you so much for being here today.
I
Thank you.
love you, Aline. I love
I
reading
love
with
you
you.
too. I do. I have a lot of fun when we're on together, and I appreciate you filling in for the girls this morning. And we were just
Well, a lot
talking
of
about,
times I feel like one of the girls, so it's
yeah,
appropriate.
you fit right in with all the
It's
girls. There you
true.
go. There you go.
My whole
So
life,
we
always the people I'm closest to are women. Usually straight women have always been my best friends all along. That's who I relate most to.
Well, no, it's true. It's funny too because my daughter, her best friend who ended up passing, but had a partner that did not pass.
Yeah.
First, she was friends with him, and then now she's friends. She was friends with his partner, and then his partner got married to another partner, and they're all best friends. So my daughter is surrounded by gay men, and she
Yep.
loves it. Yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
know. I don't know. That's always been the case. That's who I've always been the
yep,
most attracted to, straight women. But just as like besties, I don't know.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
the
No.
same and all that kind of weird stuff.
I 100% agree. There doesn't seem to be any judgment. Of course, there's no tension,
Yep.
no sexual tension, which
Yeah.
makes it really
Right.
wonderful. Yeah. So it
And we're
really
like
works.
a good shoulder, and we understand. I don't know. It's really great. It's interesting, but
Uh-huh. It is. It is. So, yeah. I was just telling Mark, I don't know if I didn't watch the Kentucky Derby, but I was telling Mark that yesterday, or within the last few days, they had to put down 7 horses that were either going to be in it or were in one race and hurt themselves or whatever. It just is such a tragedy to hear that. Yeah, yeah. And Mark had said he had read for some greyhounds who also race and had been adopted by other people, and the lives that they had were really difficult. I could only imagine. Yeah,
right.
yeah. To go from running and being this work dog, I guess, to
Mm.
being one that's loved and cherished. I'm glad people at least do that for these
Well, we just
dogs.
don't take care of them enough.
Right. Yeah.
It's not that the horses or the dogs, they enjoy running, both of those, and they
Uh-huh.
wouldn't even mind to run against one another and stuff like that. But it's
Right.
more about the way that they're cared for. It's not
I know.
they're treated like a object rather than a live sentient being. Now, of course, I know there's exceptions,
Right.
so don't come for me. I know some people treat their animals
Oh, I
wonderfully
know.
and do those kind of things, but
Right.
overall, it's too much business. And
Well, did you find that also in the zoo community when you were working in the zoo? I mean, having you there would be the
well,
best case
we don't.
scenario. Yeah.
We're not making the animals like do something, or compete or anything.
True.
We're
Yeah.
just trying to make them comfortable in their environment. And for me, I've always felt, again, I'll make, because there might be new people, uh, that the zoo animals, this is as clear to me as anything, are like ambassadors. They really choose to come in and be in close proximity with humans,
Oh,
hoping to change humans' hearts and minds and help them realize that they're more than what
yeah.
they seem, that they have
Sure.
personalities,
They're
that they
not
have,
wild. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
have moods, emotions, feelings, thoughts. And so I've always seen this, and Pan's always told me this, that they, you know, kind of like us, we
Mhm.
we choose what we're going to do. We volunteer sometimes to do things when we get here on the earth, and
Mhm.
they step forward. So the 30 years that I took care of zoo animals, I always, in my mind, treated them like ambassadors. So
Oh
I
yeah.
would just try to
That.
give them as
Yeah.
much love and anything they wanted. And of course, I like a Dr. Doolittle person. And with parents, I would talk to them and ask them what they wanted and stuff like that.
I
And
love it.
most animal
Mhm.
keepers just are there to love the animals.
Okay. So you didn't run into anybody that was working at some point that were doing anything that you saw was harmful.
Nope.
No,
And
that's wonderful. No,
yeah,
that's really wonderful. Yeah, yeah.
and I even
That's,
worked in the elephants when I first started there. That was my first full-time job, was at elephants, which I
uh-huh.
didn't think that would happen. Number one, they're all really butch and macho, the elephant people. I was going, oh, that's not. And told me right away, well, it doesn't matter, but the elephants want you there, and they're matriarchal. Elephants are more
Sure. Yes, they are. Yes.
focused. So he told me right that well, you're going to get that job, and a lot of people were applying for it. I kept thinking, I don't know. It was a little uncomfortable because I'd have to go interview with those macho people, and I don't feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, I ended up being, and of course, they put me in there. I love the elephants. Then I found out the reason they hired me. This guy used to be a circus guy. He
Uh-huh.
worked with tigers and elephants, but he wanted me just because I wasn't macho.
Oh,
Kind of my
well,
goodness worked because he wanted somebody more,
matriarch.
calm and quiet and
Yeah. Yeah.
sort of a contrast. And I learned
Sure.
so much from him. And back in those days, we would do presentations and I would ride on the elephant and we would talk about what they did in India and stuff like, oh, it was so much fun. These days, they don't do much contact anymore with
Mm-hmm.
elephants. But I was so lucky because I got to go and interact with them and everything. It was great.
That's wonderful. That's so. Before we get going into our questions, two things. The first thing is a pink elephant was born like this last week somewhere. They showed it with its mother. It has some kind of pigmentation issue, but I thought it was funny because isn't it true? Don't they say pink? If you start to see pink elephants, that you've had too much to drink. Remember when we were? Yeah. But it's beautiful, and of course they're just the most adorable little things. Anyway,
How cute! It must be an Asian elephant. Was it Asia somewhere, like the little ear elephants, or it wasn't?
Yeah, it was little. Yeah, I think it was little
Asian.
ear elephants. Yes. It was just adorable, just adorable. But the other thing I wanted to mention was that Mark works on Mondays with Debbie Freebird Spirit, doing the same thing. He's every week. He's either on his channel or hers. Do you simulcast when you're on there?
Well, we tried it last time and made my stuff go in and out or something. So we.
Okay. But
yeah,
so whose channel?
Monday. Huh?
Whose channel tomorrow? Whose channel will it be tomorrow?
On my channel tomorrow, and
okay.
We just do animal readings on that day. Then I'm on Saturdays by myself with my guides, and then we do whatever you want. It's not just animals; it's whatever.
Right.
Whatever you
and
want.
Then once in a while, Manny Panny comes in. Granny Manny, sorry. Yeah. Granny Manny comes in and does some readings too. So
she showed up this past week out of the blue.
I saw that. I know. She just knocked on the door and there she was.
Oh, boy.
Awesome. Oh, okay. Hi, Aries girl. It's good to see you, Allison. Allison says hello, Mark. Thank you. Hi. And she says she loves you and Alaska. Yes, yeah. Alaska is Mark's dog in the background, and Alaska gives us a little bit of a show during the show. And then Buttercup is behind him.
There's no Buttercup. She's always in the chair with me, and Alaska can't fit, so she's in that chair.
So welcome. And also, everybody, on Thursday, Mark will be on with Wisdom Seeker Joan on my channel, Meeting with the Mediums. Boy. So come by and see us. Mark is fabulous, but please check out his channel. It's Spirit Whisperer.
Enough about me. Now.
But Mark, we love you.
That's very sweet, sweetie.
All right. So, I seem to have missed. Oh, here it is. Hypnicity said today would have been her dad's 101st birthday. His name is Fred. Any messages from him would be wonderful. Well, that's wonderful, Hypnicity. And you know what? On the 25th of April, my mother's would have been her 103rd. So they were in the same generation. That's fabulous.
Wow. I have a hard enough time remembering how old I am or what birthday.
All you have to do is call me up because we're only 2 days apart.
Oh, so. Yeah. I found out from my birth year going, okay, how old am I going to? Okay.
I know. Well, somebody was talking about 2025. We were talking about 2025. And I said, that's the year I'm going to turn 70. And you know what? Let's make it fun, Mark. When
Oh
that time
boy.
comes, we'll have a big party. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Always those decade markers.
I know. But
But
up here, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm 18,
yeah.
and
Oh, I
sometimes
always
I'm
feel like that inside.
inside. Yeah, I
That's
know.
kind of the cruel joke or something. You feel exactly the same, but then your body goes, "Hey, wait a minute, sit the hell down." You're going, "What?"
Oh, all of a sudden I got a backache. Yeah, and
Yeah.
why do I have all these wrinkles? Yeah,
We're like, I can't read this card anymore. That kind
yeah.
of stuff.
All right, I do want to shout out to Akila, Craig, Sherry, Mystic Traveler, Hypnicity, SCR Decker Brown. Nice to see you. Hi, Heather and Ginny, and who else snuck in here? Wiki, Mary Thornberry. It's great, JR. I've got your question. And all right, if I missed anybody, oh, Jenny. Okay, Jenny. It's nice to see you. And Heather. Okay. All right. Great. And welcome. Happy Sunday to you all. All right. So we're trying to see if we can get a message here from Fred. Mm-hmm.
He does come in like I don't know. I feel a lot of earth energy with him, like grounded. Did he work with plants or something, or the earth? He wasn't a farmer, was he? I don't know. He comes in pretty grounded. I feel like talking about plants and herbs. Do you work with herbs, Hypnicity? There's something about herbs happening here in my brain, but anyway, I just
Oh,
want to throw
okay.
that out. But go ahead.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, that's cool, Hypnicity.
I want to
Yeah.
see if he'll give me a message though.
Oh, Mystic Traveler, you don't have any rain where you are. You're painting the deck. Good for you. It's nice to be outside. Her dad was a skier, she
Oh, a
says.
skier.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right. All
I don't
right.
know why he's talking to me about gardening or
Maybe he's seeing what she's doing.
no, she says not her.
Not her. Okay.
Or cooking or something like that. But anyway, we'll see.
All right. I'm going to go. I get the travel card. I'm thinking if you going on any kind of travel adventure, Dad is always with you. He says, I'm not, you can't go anywhere without me. I'm going to just come along with you no matter where you go. Even, it's got a little RV there. That doesn't mean anything, though. You could be going in a different type of thing. And he says, keep the faith. I can still see look at all the knives are around you here, and you're blindfolded. But it's saying, keep the faith. You're protected. You're protected by me, and absolutely, love you, my dear. He says, you're such a beauty. I watch you all the time. And when you're outside or when you're working, if you're working in the garden at all or you're planning on it, I will be there with you because I love serendipity. There you go. So that's what I get from him. Oh, he was a traveler. Oh, good. Okay. All right.
And maybe he's talking that earthy thing was about just building or grounding that school, into the earth. I don't know why he keeps talking a little bit about gardening. Oh, your mom,
Oh,
gardener. So maybe that's why he wanted to bring
yeah.
that
Maybe he's
through.
with mom.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's with, yeah.
because he seems to like that. It's like a fondness that he talks to about that. That's why I kept going, okay, well, but I think it is about mom. So I'm assuming they're together. He also feels, you celebrate them. Yeah, building from scratch. Yeah, celebrate them. This little moon weirdly is telling me it's his birthday, and that it's like your attention goes to him and you think about him, and he kind of surrounds your heart. I get the pink, loving energy. he kind of comes around you, then and just sort of you feel him, or you can, he says, feel him in your heart. It's love, 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 love. He loves you to be still. And he watches over you, just like Allie was saying. You know, I do feel him around you. He wants to say that you're brave. He likes your bravery. So I don't know exactly. You might know what that means. But he just wants to also say we're always forever linked together. I'll never, you know, I'm always a part of you and you're a part of me. The link is forever going. That's kind of what I'm hearing.
That's nice.
I do feel like Mom's with him though, because this is this weird herb thing I got, but but it's sort of like cooking too, cooking and taking food. But anyway, I think now it's about Mom being there with him.
Okay. He says, yeah, he probably wanted to bring her through, give her a early Mother's Day shout out, right?
Yeah, because that's next, isn't it? Yeah, Mother's
It
Day.
is. It's next Sunday. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Yeah. All right. So this is the list I got right now is Craig, JR, Akila, Ginny, Heather, Mark Arrington, SCR Dacker Brown, and this is a notice from Sherry, which I am going to put up right now because it's hold our Aiden up in prayer. Aiden is a young boy that does tarot. The mass shooting in Texas was in his neighborhood, and he goes to that mall a lot and often.
Oh no!
You know, yesterday, just
where was this? There's so many now.
Allen, Texas. This one was in Allen, Texas. Yes, and right at this, almost simultaneously, Greg Abbott had put up a posting. I don't know if it was on Twitter or what, and I don't follow it. I just happened to see it at the same time, and it said, "Texas is the number 2 state in the country for gun sales. California is number 1. Come on, Texas, let's get them guns. Let's be number 1." And of course, here we have a shooting out there with all these. I think
didn't he say too? Wasn't he the one that said after a shooting, 7 illegal aliens were
that
shot?
one? Yeah, yeah.
You know, and they didn't even know if they were or not. But just to put it that way, it was like, you know what? You guys could not be more horrible. I know. It's like going out of their way to be horrible. I don't.
Thank you. I agree with you 100%. It's like, can anything ever be nice? And I just read that he just signed a bill in Texas that he can overturn any election results. And I said to my husband, "Oh my God!" My husband said, "That's unconstitutional. So it will never fly. Somebody will have to, do
I know
something."
they're doing a lot of anti-drag queens.
I know they are. I know, which is ridiculous.
You can't just put out that much hatred forever because it comes back to you eventually.
Oh, it does.
And I know they're all just digging their own graves because it's just so hateful.
Yeah.
That I don't see how karma's going to miss you. You know, I just, well, maybe it'll surprise me, but because in that way, that kind of soothes me a little bit because I do hear they're just making their own graves basically and taking themselves down because
they really are. They really are. And I just finished a book called The Midnight Kingdom, and it actually chronicles the chaos and mayhem that the party has done. I say the party, but it isn't just Americans. Since the Roman times, he goes right through and he shows all these similarities, and it just blows your mind. It's not that we didn't know, but he consolidates it and kind of makes sense, if there is such a thing, of how it repeats itself. And it's just amazing. It's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hello to those of you who just came in. We're happy to have you here. If we have some time and you after, because I closed the question list, we can add you if we're done. So, oh, hi, Rhonda. Thank you for the super sticker. That's very nice of you. As you can see, I'm with Mark here today. Hi, Lisa Foster. How are things in Kentucky? Callie Healer, Lottie. Who else? Rhonda Rue, Jay Marcus, Tasha. It's great to see all of you. Thank you for being here with us today. Okay, let's get back here. All right, so Craig wants to know, I just drove 510 miles through New Mexico, mountains, rivers, lakes, and desert. Clara wanted a car trip. Was she pleased? My next trip is in my 1930 Model A to the Navajo reservation. Oh, that sounds like fun. Oh, wow.
Well, I'm hearing music, first of all, for some reason.
Oh,
I'm assuming
really?
you played music maybe during the drive.
Yeah.
Did you? And I like the music.
I like the music.
But let me
He
see.
plays a lot of 30s and I think 20 and 30s music. He has it on his.
Okay,
Hi,
because I'm
Lisa.
hearing like it was her kind of music, or she liked the music, and I also got it was more period, like
Yeah, yeah.
or
I think
some of
he
it.
has. I think he has serious. Yeah,
Oh
40s,
yeah.
50s, and 60s music. He
Oh
says,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, she
yeah,
liked that. That's the first thing, and I can hear it.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it's always nice to be. I think New Mexico is one of the most magical places I've ever been. Southern New Mexico is not as beautiful as northern New Mexico, but it is still has its beauty. So,
All that red and all it's just so pretty.
oh, that's nice. You listen to my show too, Craig.
Uh,
Thanks.
she's probably going, "What's that?" She likes that you included her.
Mm-hmm.
I can see her like literally, Greg. I can see her just sitting in the passenger seat
Uh-huh.
and enjoying it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I like it a lot.
Yeah. Yep. It's so cool.
It's like she got dressed up or something. That sounds
Oh, you.
weird.
Well, it's kind of cute though. I bet she was all dressed in some of her fancy
Yeah,
clothes.
yeah,
And
that's what it looks like.
yeah.
I can see like a scarf, and I don't know, like that she. It was
Oh,
like
you went by.
a traveling outfit or something like that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He said he also went by the Santa Clara Reservation. Good idea. Oh my. Yes, Georgia O'Keeffe area. Oh God, Georgia O'Keeffe stuff is so beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, I get that. Perhaps you guys were just feeling a little sad and needed to get out and get some fresh air. And look, she's got her red boots on, so she's saying, you could sense that I was feeling kind of sad, and I've sensed you're feeling kind of sad. So you did something about it, and I appreciate it. And look at this card. It says soulmate on it. I
Oh,
love it.
cool.
I love it. Um, and look at it's in outdoors. These two people are in the outdoors, and that's where you were driving in the outdoors. So she says, it was just so much fun. I could see you two being soulmates in that way. She said, remember, you can hear what I have to say. I'm like a bird on your shoulder. I give spiritual guidance is coming from others, maybe, or your own guides. But please know I'm always like a little bird on your shoulder there. And she says, we're just both little rebels. That's all. We're little rebels. And nobody does it like we do it. Nobody has a life with somebody on the other side as much as we do. That's that's what I'm getting. Ah, cool.
Yeah, I do hear that too, that it is a unique relationship.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, it's sort of it it's good in one way for both of you, and this is just one aspect, because it makes you feel a part of things, or not so much on the outside. You know, sometimes like when you do this kind of thing, you can feel weird and not normal and stuff like that. But this is sort of like you both can feel more normal. And she says, her too. And these kind of trips allow her to see the world through your eyes and hers. So it's like looking through a window with you and viewing the world, even places she didn't see in that lifetime. So she really likes it. She also says that she's with you quite a bit, you know, like you guys are partners. I get the strength. But she shows me that she's like this little fairy energy that whispers in your ear and talks to you, and you can hear her, and you support one another. It's like a good team. One supports the other, and you give each other. It's an unusual relationship, but it's feel like this looks unusual too. It's a big old giant wolf and a little fairy. So it's a little bit, you know, it's not like your normal kind of thing that we would think of as normal, but it works, and you provide each other with strength and courage to move forward.
Yeah. For those of you who do not know, Craig has a spirit guide. Well, one of his guides is Clara Bow, the 30s silent movie / regular movie star. And so, you know, he tries to tell some people about it who aren't really open to it, but it's true. Mary, I think it was Mary that said, it's nice that it's becoming so normal. Oh, no, Miss Mims did. Miss Mims did. This is becoming more normal now. So people aren't as, you know, weirded out, I guess is the word I want to say, when they hear about it. So, yeah.
Right.
Thanks.
You can say what your guide is. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I have to go through that going, oh no, I got to tell people Pan's my guide. And then they'll think he's the devil or I had all that bunch of anxiety about it. But eventually you realize, well, it's just for me anyway. And then those that come in my, you know, around me are probably open enough to listen to it. And otherwise, ultimately, it's kind of for me.
It isn't anyone's business, really. No. If they, especially if they're judgmental. But everybody noticed he has a beautiful new sign that said Pan Cave in the back. Pan told him he should get that. I love that. I just love it. It is cute. I love it.
I saw that Craig said he's starting to hear her, and it looked just like she was whispering in your ear in that card. So that's great.
Oh, I'm so glad, Craig. Yay. Trust it. Make sure you trust it. Because I really think that sometimes we go, oh, am I making that up? Or, you know, and you're not. Yeah, you're not. So it's like awesome.
It clicked in, kind of.
It clicked in. Good for you, Greg. Now, if I can hear Freddie Mercury, I'll be a lot happier. So anyway. Okay, so JR wants to know what's my heart's deepest desire and what would make me the most satisfied, and will it happen for you? Wow, that's a big order. That's a big order, JR. And, you know, we can maybe give you some tips, but we really can't. It's your heart that has the desire, so it's you that has to.
It has to come through your heart, basically. One key to it, though, is what brings you the most joy, like really makes you happy, and it could be anything. You think that's not important, but it is really what in your life gives you joy and makes you happy, and then you go kind of from there.
Yeah, that's very true. I remember hearing many years ago that, you know, because I still sort of fought with myself about what I was supposed to do and what my purpose was, and it was follow what your bliss is. Follow your bliss, and there you'll find your purpose. But then in reading Wayne Dyer just recently, one of the most important purpose we have is to be of service to others, as long as we don't allow people to step all over us, of course. But, being of service to others can come in many, many different forms. And, it just could be smiling or being kind to somebody, making their day, waving at them or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, we'll see if we can see anything in the cards. But I want you to know that really your deepest desire, your satisfaction must come from you and not someone else's idea of what is satisfying or desirable. Yeah.
Like the people that make like signs, and you can make your own, or you can say, I want a pancake, and they make it. Like that lifts my spirit a lot, and it really is service for me. But you never quite know, and just that they in their mind came up with, let's do this, and it's like, it might not seem like a big service, but it really makes me happy. And a lot of people have seen it and said, oh, I want one with something. So, so you never quite know, but it can be. A lot of people's artistic things lift my spirits when I see them, or, I could be at Target and there's a plate design or something that I just love. And it came from some individual. So I really feel it's what brings you the joy, because that makes you, even in your pursuit, then it's fun. Even if it doesn't lead to be the ultimate thing you do, it leads to something else.
It might lead you to something else. Yeah. 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 Wow.
I didn't come out of the room doing readings for people.
You didn't?
No. But my life kind of went on a trail that led me there. And I had fun on the trail along the way.
Right.
But still, I went, oh, now look where I am.
Yeah. But, and look at somebody like Lisa Foster, who she actually fosters kitty cats. She really does. She does a lot of work with animals that are left behind, and it's her joy to do it. I know sometimes it's stressful and there's a cost involved, but she brings these kitties and then she releases some of them to other people, and that's her calling. And I think eventually, I'm sure they talk to her, but she isn't aware of it yet. Okay. All right. So I got the violet flame first, JR. And so I think what it's asking you to do is to try to connect with your guides. And the violet flame is from Saint Germain, so he's one of the ascended masters. Doesn't mean you have to connect with Saint Germain, but it might be that you want to call on Michael or Gabriel or Uriel, one of those kinds of angels, to assist you. Tell them that you want to hear and you want to see and you want to know what would make you happy. And in the meantime, be happy. Be the happiness you wish to see.
Right.
Be what you wish to see. There are a lot of celestials around you. So you've got the group around you, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. And with pinks and greens, I would say they work with you in your heart center. And of course, you wanted to know your heart's desire. So there's your heart. There's your heart right there. And they're telling you to take your power. Take your power. It's there for you to take. Don't be worried about being selfish or self-care is important, but take your power back. Whatever it is that you feel that you're not powerful in, take the words back and visualize yourself empowering yourself instead.
Right. And I do feel in your heart that you do want to be of service. I do feel that on some level. So like, how can I be of service, Creator, Earth? What can I do to make a positive difference? I kind of get that from you. So, and I also think you've had some ideas bouncing around in your head. And maybe you stop short of taking action on them because of this and that. A lot of times it's like our nattery brain that wants to kind of talk us out of doing something for ourselves because of whatever. So I always tell that to shut the heck up. And Thank you for sharing, but I'll call you
Yeah.
when I need you. But so I did draw some cards. You got 2 knights, which are great. Now this is the Knight of Swords, but I love this picture if you can see him. Look at this horse. He's raring to go. He can't wait. He has a rainbow flag, which means there's an abundance of opportunities or paths. So you're not limited to one thing,
Huh?
but
Mhm.
the universe is urging you to start somewhere. Start right at home today. Look how excited this horse is about getting started. And then you get another knight right out of that, the Knight of Pentacles. Now this one, he's riding a badger. But once you get started on your heart's desire,
Mhm.
I think you have a clue. It begins to fulfill you practically too, and on the earth level. It brings you reward. So not only do you serve others, but it serves you in turn. You know,
Mhm.
you take care of yourself, and you also serve the earth. In this case, the earth. I do feel a lot of earth energy with you, JR,
Mhm.
like Mother Earth energy, which is why I kind of use these cards. Uh, and the future is hooray for you. You took some steps and it was successful, and
Mhm.
everybody's having a party about it
Oh, there you
because
go.
you're unique and we want you to be you. And
Mhm.
that really is service, just realizing fully who you are.
Yeah,
But it's good. But go.
it is. Yep. So two things came up while Mark was talking. The first one was, if you come up with an idea or you believe that you have something, be careful not to share it too quickly. It dissipates the energy. You want to keep the energy close to yourself until you work through it. And also it doesn't allow, you're not allowing people to go, oh no, that's not, giving you the poo-poo idea.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I've said in the past, oh, I'm going to do this, and people go, why would you want to do that? That's not good. You won't make any money, and it's like it takes the energy and just slams it down and takes it away. So keep it close. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. You can share it after it's over,
Yeah.
afterwards. A
Yeah.
lot of times
I mean,
sharing it
you, of
ahead of
course, you could share with somebody that you love or whatever. I don't mean that, but you just got to be careful not to share with too many folk. Yeah.
Well, I used to just talk it over with the
With your
creator,
with your guides. Yeah.
a little private.
Yep.
Anyway,
I get it. Yeah. You've got a whole host of them around you. Why not?
well, yeah.
And they're there to support you.
But I had to kind
All
of
right.
learn that lesson though too, Allie,
You do.
where I at first went, oh wait, I need to just keep a tight lip a little bit.
Yeah, because you get burned. You
Yeah,
really do.
I
Yeah,
know.
you do. Yeah.
Let's just keep this to myself.
That's right. All right. So Akila just wonders any message from spirit would be appreciated.
I think Lisa got 3 new kittens yesterday.
Oh my goodness, Lisa. She and Jen's Free also, of course, loves cats, and she works with them as well. And then we have Kelly, dozen cats, and we have Claudia, cat mama, who she's fostering 2 feral cats. So we got a lot of cats on here. Yeah,
Too many cats. Never enough cats.
aren't they mystical though? Aren't cats more mystical
Yes,
than
they
dogs?
are.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
different times in history, they've been
yep,
acknowledged for that.
yeah, absolutely. And I know Heather has a cat. A lot of people here do. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. You're welcome, Jr.
I know. And even though I just showed you my 2 dogs, I also have 4 cats. So don't think I'm catless.
You're catty. What can I say?
I'm a cat lady like the rest of you. So
Uh-huh. Gerald's baking a cake. We all want to know what kind of cake. Is it a derby cake?
sounds good though.
I know. Some cake and coffee. Mm-hmm. 2 black beauties, Heather.
Everybody's
Yeah.
talking about their cats.
Tequila. Oh boy, I'm pulling some cards that are just beautiful, and they're kind of like angel cards. But I get here that they want you to prioritize self care. Look at that. Love yourself. Always a good thing to do. You do so much for others. It's time to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Make sure you do that, or love thyself. Make sure. There's nothing wrong with it. We all think when I grew up, oh, that's selfish. No, it's not. Ooh, you have to change your way. A white cake. Oh boy.
A white
Um,
cake.
a white cake, just a way to deliver icing.
Ah,
Recognize the signs from above, it says, is the next card. It says, angels send you messages, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay open to divine guidance. Look for butterflies. I saw one the other day. I never see them. I saw one the other day, and I said, thank you for coming by. Or feathers, or coins, or numbers. Look at all the ways you can, and birds, and birds. And it says here you're ready for more. Look at that flower. Holy mackerel. It says your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. So prioritize your self-care, which may have something to do with your job. I don't know. And look for the signs, and then make sure that you're ready for more. Move on it when the time is right. Okay.
mm-hmm. Well, I'm hearing a little bit, Akila, and you can, tell me if this is bunky. I feel like there's an energy or a guide. Maybe you're aware of it already, but it would be like an ancestor, um, ancestor energy, or they're kind of calling to your. Here's the way I'm saying. So they're there serving you or assisting you. It's like an ancestor energy, though, rather than what I might call. It's not like Pan or Dwalkul. It's more like from your lineage or something coming forward, like the essence of who you are. But it's deep. Anyway, I feel like it's trying to communicate with you. Oh, you've been seeing feathers. Well, I wore a feather pin today.
Oh, yes, you did. Hmm.
So hold on a second. Let me see. What the heck are you trying to tell me? I just see like this female energy. It would be like divine feminine energy. Um, but it's longer ago than like your mom or your grandmom, or it's long ago. It's more ancestral. And that this energy wants to communicate with you, and if you're open to it.
Hmm.
I feel like it's one of the guides that's been, that's kind of answering your call, as it were,
Mm-hmm.
and are open to working with you. And that feather thing, like since you said I've been seeing feathers, I could see that energy holding the feather
Oh,
and doing like,
smudging.
magic or
Mm-hmm.
healing,
Yeah.
but using the feather to move energy.
Hmm.
And so it's like something from her, I think. And maybe she's reminding you of that, or encouraging you that you have those abilities if you want to pursue them. I feel like she's saying. Now she's got my hand wiggling. Um, but anyway, Akila, you might just sit down a minute and ask if there's that energy, and if it wants to share something with you, and ask what it is.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's what's coming through.
Okay.
Look at this picture too. At the first picture I drew,
Oh, wow.
essence. Now she has a knife in her hand, but it felt like, it seemed like a feather. But I don't
Uh-huh.
know. It's ancestral energy. I don't know. Okay. And the next card that came up, I forgot to show you the cards. I was just talking. But it's another, like this one's got a mermaid shape, but it says memory. And it's again, it's like going back to time. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Well,
I never know what
you...
the heck is going to come out. You know, I'm always.
I know, but that's good. I mean,
surprised
that happens.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Jenny would like a message from Spirit. All right.
Jenny has a little gargoyle.
I know, isn't he cute?
Gargoyle. Jenny. Yeah. It's like, I'm use these. I'm changing cards.
Wow. All right, Jenny. First of all, I get simplicity. When you're trying to figure something out, don't make it so harder on yourself by making it more complicated. We all tend to do this. We say to ourselves, well, it couldn't be that simple. It must be something more. It must be something more. Sometimes it is that simple. So whatever that is that they're telling you, Spirit's telling you, is to go for the simplicity. Go for that simple explanation. I've never gotten this card before, and it's up. And it's beautiful. It's a gorgeous card with a little bit of yellow in there. It looks to me as though you are leveling up or ascending up, and you have been working on that for a long time. And maybe that's where the simplicity is saying it's not that hard to do. You just got to allow it to happen. And so, you know, we see the work you're doing. The next card I get is the feline, which we've just been talking about, all these cats, honestly. I don't know if you have a cat but feline is also sort of an energy. If you think about how a cat stretches out, if you think about how a cat is supposed to live 7 lives, or, you know, some of the other things about cats, then you can know that, you know, you have been here before, you will be here again, and you are mystical and magical, just like a feline. And finally, I get vibrational. You are vibrating at a higher, because you've moved up in vibration or moved up from this, you are vibrating at a higher rate. And as you are, it will make way for things to come in that you can acknowledge. But remember, keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah. Yes, I concur about keeping it simple, because I get like that. There's here we got a cat again, but here he goes, and he's got this big old bundle. It's like he needs to put some of that down or let some of that go. So there's a little bit that you're hanging on to that you can let go of, and of course that's true for everyone. I always feel like, you know, I'm not like picking on you personally, because a lot of times this is something we can all hear.
We all can do it,
but it's up for you to let go. You don't give yourself enough credit, and so you carry a lot of energy around that you don't really need. It can be an easier travel without
just let it go, right?
Or overthinking and all that. There might also be a little something. I'm gonna get to the good stuff in a second, but a little something that you're still letting go that has to do with religion, perhaps. The Hierophant. I like that gargoyle because that's a little more paganist. But so there could be some old thoughts or just still some like religious beliefs. Because I don't really feel you're religious, actually, but there could still be some of that you can just let go of. Some of the things that you were taught and told weren't really true, or weren't true for you. Or for me, probably. But kind of letting that go, a little stuff that doesn't really serve you or serve your happiness. It's kind of like if it doesn't make you happy, let it go. Because this is really who you are. This beautiful. Well, this is the cutest
Beautiful.
cat
Yeah.
sitting. It's the Queen of Coins or Queen of Disc or whatever
Uh-huh.
Pentacles. She's got a little. Look at that little rabbit sitting right by the tiger, and it's happy. You don't give yourself enough credit. You do more good than you let on. You're pretty. You have a nice foundation. You've created like a pretty good home for yourself. This card also is hinting at something, some new energy coming into the home, like some
Oh, yeah.
new little thing happening. But anyway,
Celebration.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're doing pretty good. Just
Yeah.
like they always tell me, yeah, but Mark, you can let go of this. You haven't let go of this yet. You can let that go.
We
So
do
it's
tend to hold on too much to
yeah.
things. Yeah.
Sometimes you don't
This
even
is such a
realize.
temporal, it's such a temporal world. And the minute we let something go, it gives room for something more to come in. And that's the beauty of it. So,
Yeah.
wow. So I have Heather, Mark, and SCR Dacker Brown. I have a few other people that I have on my list, but let's see how the time goes. These were promised, so we are doing these three first. So Heather wonders if her dad, Henry Johnson Sr., has a message. She's going through some stuff and just wonders if her dad can come through and talk to her.
Okay. Henry Johnson Sr. Do you have a brother named Henry?
Just a good time to say thank you all again for being here with us today. As always, like and subscribe, Mark Spiritwhisperer, and come and see us also on Thursdays for the mediums.
It's always
All right.
fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, yes, Heather, I see that you are going through a tornado. Look at that. Lots of crap being brought up. Lots of stuff being brought up and twisted around and turned around and like a maelstrom, like like you're in the middle of a tornado storm. It says your dad is saying, stay positive, shield yourself from anything that's happening around you. You have the ability to put shields up. You know that because you've done it. And I'm watching you, Heather. I'm with you. You're not by yourself. You just need to remember to put your shields up, put your barriers up. And everybody, if you don't know what I mean, you can do that. You can bring plexiglass or bubbles or whatever it is that works for you, so that if somebody's trying to hurt you in some way, you've got a way of deflecting that negativity away from you. He also wants you to take care of yourself. Be your own mother. Be your own mother. Take care of yourself. Self-care is very, very important. We all have to do that. But, hold your inner child in your arms and love her. Very important. And the last card I get is fire. And to me, this is a cleansing. I'm going to say it's a cleansing because fire, of course, destroys in different ways, but it's one of the elements that can be used to cleanse as well. And so maybe a little ceremony would be nice. I don't know if you and Shan can go out and go to a state park or something and build a little fire and maybe write some things down and work at it. You could do a fire ceremony. If not, maybe some smudge, something like that. But Dad says, please take care of yourself. It's important.
Right. Yep. And I think both Henrys are there, Indigo, Jaguar, your brother too, because I think that's why I said,
Oh,
you have a
okay.
brother named Henry. Of course, you're not being a little bit funny, but also I could feel his energy. So I think they're both there watching you. I feel like they both watch you.
Yep.
They're not the only ones. Oh, I was just going to say, I love that when it's in my brain. I have to spit it out, and then I look, and there's the comment. I was gonna say, I think your mom's there too, and there's like a few other energies, but they watch you. You're their little jewel. They like to watch over you and make sure you're okay. Now, I do feel like you're feeling a little tied up, like maybe sometimes things in life seem to happen and there's nothing you can do about it, or you feel like here's the Two of Swords, but sort of things happen without your input or something. It's like it just, well, there we went that direction, and I didn't really get to express my feelings. So there might be that's sort of that tornado energy, feeling a little upheavals and everything. But they're telling me, don't worry, sweetie. It's all going to work out for the highest. You're going to be good in the end. There's this love energy and celebration and feeling good about it. They're also reminding you, don't get all up in your head about worry and fret and fear and illusion. So don't do that.
Yeah.
If you catch yourself in it, say stop. Who's that in this one? Is that a cat again? Yeah. It says stop. These are brand new cards, but I love them. And you can just stop that. That doesn't help in any way. And just one last time, we got you back, baby.
Got your back.
So we're helping you. We're helpers, even if we're on the other side. But we're looking out for you. So don't lose faith or hope. All right.
Yep. Just call on them to come. When I've done that, Heather, I have these wonderful dreams where I'm with my dad and we're, just being silly like we always have been. And when I get up, I'm kind of disappointed, but then I say, nope, I was with dad. I know your relationship with mom and brother aren't fully healed. That's why she was calling on her dad. But that's why you have to mother yourself as well, Heather, because your mom didn't do it. I think she feels bad about it.
And they were kind of behind him too. They weren't like
they weren't right in equal footing. Yeah,
they were a little bit behind him, but looking over and sending you just as much love, even though maybe on the earth it didn't. But on that side, they're sending you
everything
love.
is so illuminated. I know.
Right.
Yep. Very true. So I've not read for Mark Arrington, and I hope you're still here, Mark. Sorry it took so long to get here, but his friend Robert passed in 2016 and wonders if we have any messages from his friend.
2016. Hi, Mark. 2016. I change here. There he is. He seems a little funny right off the bat. Like, I don't know.
Good sense of humor. Yeah.
Upbeat. And when he comes in the room, you know it. And, I feel like he's pretty upbeat.
Speaking of, the first card I get is a rock. But I'm wondering if it's rock and roll. So maybe because the next thing I get is jail cell and jailhouse rock.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so, I don't know. Was he a Presley fan or did he like that kind of music when he was alive? I'm not sure, but it's interesting that those two came up. He says, I'm so sorry the Grim Reaper came for me so early. I'm dealing with it over here. And maybe that's what you mean by funny, Mark, because I get that this is a sense of humor thing with him. Yeah. It's like, I'm so sorry. I had to leave, but when this guy comes, you got to go. All right. And he says something about a sunken ship. Oh, he loves Cher dance tunes. Okay. I get a sunken ship is the next one. Maybe he's saying something like, it took a lot to sink my ship. I'm not sure. Unless he was a boater. If he was a boater, did he go out on the boats or did he do anything on the water? Or was he a fisherman? I don't know. But he says, I'm sprouting up here. I'm learning all kinds of new things up here, and just enjoying myself. And I haven't lost my sense of humor, obviously.
Yeah. He still wants to kind of seem a little bit happy-go-lucky, you know, but he doesn't like to be dreary, really. That's not really what he enjoyed being. I also feel like he's telling me that you guys had deep talks sometimes, deep conversations, or had, you know, because he gives me this wisdom card, but I feel like you guys had nice long talks, and you know, you opened each other up, you shared things with each other. Maybe you didn't talk with everybody about. He feels like you were his family. This is interesting too, because it looks kind of like in a club a little bit to me. I get that feeling where you might hear a share song, but it's like that kind of family. You're not blood, but he still feels like your brother or family. I also felt like he had to do a little bit of healing on the other side, and he had to make a little bit of accountability. Like he looked at maybe some decisions that weren't, that maybe he wouldn't want to make again. And he had to be accountable for some of the decisions he made. I wonder how he passed. But anyway, he's talking a little bit about his actual passing. But anyway, on the other side, there was a little bit of work he needed to do to be accountable. He's really happy that you think of him, that you brought him up today, you know, here. He's always like interested. Again, he thinks of you as a brother. All right.
Is that it, Mark?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. No, that's okay. I just didn't want to interrupt you. So, Mark Arrington, I want you to know that if you think about him, he's there.
Yeah.
So I want you to realize that even if you just think about him, then he will come to you, no matter where you are, what you're doing, and that's with anybody on the other side. Yeah. If you think about them, they come around you. So thank you for the question, Mark. All right. So SCR Dacre Brown, are you still here? Hope so. Any messages from Mom Virginia? She passed in 1970. Oh my, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Sorry you lost your mom that early.
1970.
Thank you, Mark Arrington. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank you, SCR.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know. I hope this resonates. She was very gentle, much like a deer. I'm getting that. I get the gentleness aspect. And so she was kind and gentle. I hope that resonates with you, because when I get the deer and you're looking here at the beautiful moon above, there's something about it that's just so magical and watery and lovely. And so I get that first. And she says, I still remember all the things we did at home. And there were always rainbows and love there, beautiful flowers. And I'm still watching over you where you are in your own home. But home is where your heart is. And so even if it's not the same home we were together at, you know, we're always together because it's wherever you are. And she says, I've been watching all of your success since I've been on the other side. Again, like we told Mark Arrington, she's around you, and she's probably here right now. I'm sure Mark will probably pick up on something as well, but she's around you, and she wants you to know that she's so proud of you, and so that you've been so successful, and she's giving you lots and lots of love. It's a little word on here. Oh, it says wake. This little flower has the word wake on it. I'm getting the feeling that maybe she wants you to wake up because she's trying to talk with you, or she talks to you in the dream, maybe.
Yeah. I feel like were you pretty young when she left? I feel like that maybe she wasn't with you as long as she would have liked to have been, in physical form. But she said, though, like that was important to her and that worried her. So I don't know. You can confirm that if you were pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants you to know that she always did everything she could to surround you with living and loving feminine divine energy. So she still wanted you to feel this mothery, loving feminine energy, and she tried to make sure that was around you. And again, oh, you were 20. Yeah,
Okay.
that's still pretty young
Still very young.
to
Yeah.
lose mom.
Oh,
And I
sorry.
think you've missed her, and um, it hasn't, wasn't your choice and favorite thing to do, but she wants you, like, I think she, in a way, thinks maybe you take things a little too seriously. And she wants you to lift it up and kind of live in that joy energy a little bit more. Even though there's a part of you, I feel like, that thinks being joyful is not appropriate, or, oh, okay, ooh, your heart stopped. Yeah, okay. Um, that maybe, that could be, I have to be careful, or if I go to, what if my heart stops again or something? There's a little bit of kind of living with a fear, sort of when is death around the corner, like took my mom, she was only, when I was 20, and all that kind of thing. She says, let that go. It's okay. Let it go. And I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
about even the event with your heart there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
live in that kind of fear if you can. She says, this is a little funny. Um, Darling, don't take it seriously. You're better than that. So
Mm-hmm.
again, she kind of wants you to lift your spirits a little bit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
be a little more happy and joyful if you can. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Stop listening to the negative and tune in to the positive.
Oh.
So that's all kind of the same thing. So she's just wanting to give you permission that that's okay to kind of be happy as a lark, even with your past, or even with things that weren't
Mm-hmm.
like the greatest or whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't owe them any kind of anything to be sad about. Like, you don't even need to be sad about me passing when you're young. That doesn't, sadness doesn't really serve her. So she just wants you to be happy and lift yourself up more. Right.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so we have 4 questions left. I think this is what I'm going to do if it's okay for you. Tasha and Lisa have what I call physical, not spiritual questions, and
Okay.
I will pull some cards for both of you. So, and then Callie Healer and Pia have animal on the other side questions. So I
Okay.
think I'm going to let you work on those if that's okay. Then we can get right through this. So this is the question for you, Mark, which is
Okay.
Callie Healer wonders if she can have a message from her past kitty Chance. Okay.
Okay.
And so Tasha, if you're still here, do I see you getting a job? Will I get one? I'll pull on that, and then I'll pull on yours, Lisa, and Pia. Mark will pull on. Will read for you when he's done with Callie Healer. There you go.
Right. And I can see Pia's question too, anyway.
Can you see it? No.
Yeah, I can look at the starred questions.
Okay.
That's the one thing I'm able to do.
I love that you named your Pia. You named your Chihuahua Fez. What a perfect name. It's so cute.
I know. Chance. Oh no, they're talking about food.
Oh, you guys. Meanies.
Then I start getting hungry.
Mm-hmm. Kim. Take ready-made biscuits, roll a ball, and put in a bowl. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, biscuit with chicken soup.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 70 show. I forgot it that there was a guy named Fez on there. Okay. So, just so you all know, Mark, you know about Chance. So I'm going to just put this up quickly. Tasha, do you see me getting a job? Will I get one that pays for my rent? The first one I got was a gift. So I think that's a pretty positive card that you will be receiving a gift, something unexpected, and you will be rewarded for it. So I think that's a pretty good indication you'll probably get the job. Keep thinking positively. Good old Buddha comes up. And I love the Buddha. It's always a good card for me. It's a fluid situation, so I can't tell you exactly when you're going to do this because it's fluid, meaning that there's no timeline that I can tell you about, but I do believe it's coming. And it says you will recognize it by whatever your intuition tells you. So listen to your intuition, very important. You're going to know which one sounds better if there's more than one choice. You're going to know, but you've got to listen, not here, but here, in the gut, in the gut. Listen to the intuition. All right? Thanks.
Okay. Chance. Well, he tells me that he's on the other side and he's all renewed and his spirit was renewed. There's that. He loved his life with you. It was full. And he's very grateful for all that. Boy, it was such a good life, he says. Do you have another pet right now, Callie Healer? Let me switch over. Do you have a dog? I'm just curious. Hold on.
I'll check. Hold on. Yes, I do. Claire.
Okay. And that's a cat, I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, cat. Well, let me pull one more card to see if I'm on the right track. Did Claire and Chance know each other? Sorry, I'm having to ask you questions. But this is what I would do if we were doing a private stuff. Only thing, here's the thing. So I can go two ways with this. The first way is Chance and Claire are the same. That they didn't.
Okay.
I believe Chance found her for me. Oh yeah, they didn't know each other. Do you really? You think Chance found her for you? Do you? I think maybe he did too, and I think maybe it's him actually. I kept going, what are you trying to tell me? You're coming back? And so I'm not getting those cards, but I'm there already. I'm self-confident. I'm right there standing up. send him aground on the earth. Like, we already got that he was renewed and everything. That's what made me think, he got all he needed from heaven and now he's coming back. Because then I get 2 more cards that make me think he might already be there. Truth, let it show. It's me. And all in the family, all in the
Oh,
bride.
look at that.
Like, it could be one and the same. Now,
Mhm.
I don't know. That's what I think. Now, look and see. I feel like you might have thought that, well, right away you said, I believe Chance found her for me.
Mhm.
Might have already felt a connection or something like that, because I felt like he's already gone through that process and it came right back. It was quick, pretty quick.
Mhm. Mhm. Yep.
He got the light, he felt good, and then came.
I'm coming
Jumped right.
back. I got my 7 lives to do. I'll just try a female this time.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a little kitten, even though it could be. Okay, that's what I'm hearing, kiddo.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Mark, we got Fez. I pulled some cards for Lisa Foster. Would you mind just looking at this, though, too? Because I'm not getting real full clarity, and I'd rather have you also. She wonders, when the guy comes back to survey her property, will he know what I need drain-wise to stop my driveway from sliding down my hill? And what I first get is a drunken sailor. So
That seems like it.
Either that or he may be sobering. He may be a person that says, well, we can do this. It's going to cost you. I don't know. I get drunken sailor, and then I get a knife cutting away at something, and a treadmill, and then a plateau. I'm wondering, it's the last one I get is elves. I'm guessing you should ask for more than one person to well, no, you can't, can you? A survey is just one person. Okay.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, but I am kind of getting a second opinion, or there might be that this might. The pendulum says no. So
Okay.
that's one
Yeah.
thing, but so I kind of feel like there's a second opinion needed, or this might not be the exact fit. But I don't know. Maybe that's the only fit that maybe you don't have it.
And maybe there's no choice. Yeah.
But this might not. You might not get the guidance you're looking for from this person.
Okay. She says it took her years to find him. I don't know how to call them. Who to call. Yeah. I guess
Don't
just
jump on his advice. Think it through.
think it through, maybe. Yes, Lisa. Yeah. Think it through. Whatever his advice is. You don't want to make any mistakes. And I know you don't know anybody else.
Yeah.
But be on him. You know what I mean? Like, maybe go with him while he's doing this survey out there and make sure that he sees what you want him to see. But I'm sending good energy around this for you, Lisa. Honestly. Yeah. Okay. Last one we got is Pia's dog, Fez.
She's looking for little Fez Chihuahua. My little buttercup is a Chihuahua mix. Oh, you can't see her. She's laying flat. Fez.
He's already done one drain. Okay.
Oh, well, that's good. I don't know. I kind of feel a second person's for some reason. Maybe it's about the driveway or something.
Oh.
And I could be completely wrong, Lisa, as you know. But I do keep kind of seeing a second person.
I know that my mother and father had a driveway situation many years ago, and they found out that there was actually a brook that was running through the area where it was. And if she's looking at a drain, it sounds like the same kind of situation where you have to worry about, when it rains, getting the rain off there. So it's coming up under your drive. Yeah, that sounds like it. Oh, but it didn't work on the driveway.
Yeah. So
yeah.
That's why I feel like there's somebody else might get involved somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still here, Pia?
She is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear him. I don't feel like he's been gone a super long time, but I could be wrong. I'm going to say, I don't feel like he's been gone like forever or something. Did he pass recently, Pia, or is this somebody else I'm tuning into? Okay, show me another card, please. Be more specific. For the cute little Fez. Hi, dear Fez. I know. Very cute. Little punk.
Just this past September, so it hasn't been.
That's why I'm getting that. It's not hugely long time ago.
Right.
Thank you, sweetie. Sometimes that just helps to get that clarity and make sure I'm on the right track.
Absolutely.
Well, this is what he's doing. It's not been that long ago. I feel like he would like to come back if you're open to that. Belonging to the pack, find your pack, belonging, returning. He'll need you to open up your mind a little bit, open up your heart, use your imagination to bring him back to you. And that's also called visualization, or setting a goal mentally. That helps him because you're both on the same page then. So you're working on it from the earth up, and then he's working on it from heaven down. Okay, so you kind of meet in the middle, and that will help him. And you have all you need right now, so I think he's ready.
Oh my God, Mark! I pulled one card and look. I pulled the same one. Yep. Same one. Yep.
Look, here I come back. You're gonna have to beat me.
Oh my God! He has faith you'll find him. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bringing my food bowl with me. Yeah, he wants to come back, Pia. That's why you're here again. So just open your mind to that. I know sometimes Spirit, the universe, has messed with me so much with this particular topic that it's completely convinced me of it. And there's no way I'd ever go back the other way. So, my mind has been blasted open as far as this goes. But just open your mind to it, that this is a possibility. This is actually something that happens a lot, and humans aren't aware of it. Sometimes the pet does return to them, but they don't even know. Sometimes they do. But as humans raise their vibration and they become more open-minded, more open-hearted, these kind of things happen more often because our consciousness is raised, and we think, oh, sure, that's possible, and I can have another lifetime with the same energy, this little soul that likes to spend time with me. So, I see it happening a lot more. And the animals like it. So, you hear his little clickety feet on the floors. So, open yourself up to it. I think it's sooner than later, though.
There you go.
Like he's ready now.
Yep.
So, if you have a preference, I feel puppy. But if there's some reason puppy wouldn't work for you, go ahead and put that out now. He wants you to make that choice now. But as far as I can tell,
might not be a Chihuahua, might be a different kind of dog because that's what happened with Mark. When Mark just told me this story before we started, where he wanted a dog like Alaska, the big dog in the back, but he waited and waited, couldn't find Alaska, and ended up with Buttercup. And then a week later, Mark? A week later?
A week and a half, there was Alaska.
Yeah, there was Alaska.
But the one I was looking for that told me his reincarnation was Buttercup. I just wasn't expecting that body. This one, he might be a little Chihuahua again. So if that's something, because I feel like you really like that breed.
Something small.
So, say that too, but he wants you to make your choices. Because here's your final card for this. Celebration, acknowledging your victory. So he's going to give you a big high five. There's even a little Chihuahua mix in there giving a high five over here and then this. So
you have a Pomeranian named Grizz. They were bonded. Yeah. Yeah, I bet they were. They're about a little bit similar sizes. And yeah. So hopefully you'll get another one to be with you.
There'll be a little bit tag team in there.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody that's been with us here today. I've really enjoyed myself, as I always do, with you, especially Mark. So thank you for being here with us. And thanks, everybody. Thanks, moderators. And Lisa Foster, keep your chin up. We don't like giving bad news. I know you miss Ezra. Yeah.
I know, sweetie.
Yeah.
That was a Pomeranian. Yes. Well, that's a good kind of bawling, though, Pia. I'm going to let that one pass.
Yep.
That's like happy crying, I think.
That's right. Thank you.
And I feel more and more. That's why you guys bring these questions on a day I'm here or something. Because the animal kingdom likes to use me in that way. So it's great. I love it.
Yeah. I'm glad you can do it, Mark.
That's the first time I've ever seen Pia, and I just love it.
That's great.
Oh, no, you're going to see Gerald tomorrow. Well, good luck with that.
I know. What can I say? We'll have a lot of laughs. I'll get my exercise, my stomach exercise from laughing. Yeah. Take care, everybody. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.